You made your line.
Fuck all.
I feel like there was a lot of relationships where dudes were real hard on each other. And Mike and Jake definitely had one of those relationships. Mike bullied him around, picked on him, kind of thing, you know. Even though, like, Jake filming him was probably the biggest favor anyone could do for Mike in his career at that point.
We've had a tumultuous relationship when we were filming together, and I thought it would be fun to talk about some of these old experiences. And we were filming for the Plan B videos. If I didn't get something right and I asked him to do it again, I was in big trouble.
By who?
By you. I mean, all the footage that I filmed with Mike, that was like me wanting to be a filmer and going to Embarcadero and trying to like film the best skaters that were around me. I mean, for me, I was just like felt so lucky, like, oh my God, I get to be filming.
I think it was virtual reality when it was like, okay, this is a part I gotta film and I have to be good. So it's just like, holy shit, like what am I doing? Like I'm just trying to skate. You know, when we would all travel, like even a lot of dudes on the team would talk, you know, and just be like, fuck, you know, like we get bummed out. And it's probably like just like talking shit at the time, you know, we should do this, we should do that.
I live with Megan, and so I was skating with Rick a lot because Rick started living with us too. And you know, Rick started talking about it because everyone was just not enjoying. You know, it's like not fun anymore.
I literally think the only memory that I have is when you threw my board in the ocean, and I felt like that was the last time that we filmed. But I'm sure we filmed some other time after that. But I think after you left, after the premiere, would have been probably the last time we ever saw each other.
Where's David Mills? That's all I would like to know.
It was rad. It didn't compare 100% like I thought it would, but it, you know, I mean, it was
Tell
rad.
the truth, there was no fucking pool skating. It's over.
But it's funny because I think like filming for virtual reality was like the straw that broke everyone's back at that time. Like that was, you know, what obviously was the breaking point for you guys going to Girl.
And this is one of the last graphics.
Damn, you got Princess Leia.
Yeah. We also did another series of Fantastic Four, maybe, and I used the girl. It was kind of a inside thing because I knew something was going to happen.
And it was going to be called Girl?
Yeah.
And it was kind of all of us that we were already skating together and stuff and hanging out. Rick, I remember him sitting down, me and Guy, and telling us about it. We're like, let's do it. Yeah, it wasn't even like a hesitation. We were like, that's sick, let's go for it.
Yeah.
We basically had this thing, this logo right here was the only thing that they had.
I didn't know that until you started telling me those stories about how you guys really totally planned it.
Danny was supposed to be a part of it. He was in the part of the first discussions. But then when it was like, hey, we're going to do this, I think he was probably like, oh, really? Like I was just pissed at that moment.
I think Rick at first was talking about talking to another company. That was the first conversation was like maybe do like a label at Deluxe or a label at somewhere like that. I was saying if you're going to do all that work, don't work for somebody else. You're going to do all this work and then somebody else is ultimately going to have control over it. And if you're going to do it, then you should do the whole thing and have your own distribution. I think Rick's always president because he was the sort of the heart behind it. And probably to this day, it still means the most to him. You know, it's like making a company that you're not embarrassed at all by, making a company that the team believes in everything you're doing. And like, you know, and I think because of those decisions, it created a company that everybody is so close and tight and that everyone skates together. Like Rick is the sort of heart of that.
When you work at Girl, obviously, what's your position?
Vice President.
What's Rick?
President.
I'm secretary. I don't know how Mikey got vice president. I don't know if he flipped for it or if he just got it. But like a few years ago, when we turned 10, we tried to scissor, paper, rocks for it, but he won again. So I got to wait till we're 20, and then we can Rochambeau for it again and see if I can get it then. But Mike is a good VP for sure. Mikey's one of the sweetest, most thoughtful guys, and he's always thinking of other people. I don't think Rick would, do anything without Mikey. They're like, he and Rick are so close.